Welcome to Narrative Network, your ultimate destination for delving into the intricate lore and histories of the most fascinating fictional universes. Today, we embark on a journey through the rich and complex history of House Velaryon, a house that plays a pivotal role in House of the Dragon but is notably absent in Game of Thrones. We'll explore their rise to prominence, their key alliances, and their eventual decline, shedding light on why this legendary family didn't feature in the main series. House Velaryon, though left out of Game of Thrones, is a significant presence in the prequel series House of the Dragon. Set 200 years before the events of Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon portrays the height of the Targaryen dynasty, bringing to the forefront powerful houses like the Velaryons, who were crucial allies of the Targaryens. The Velaryons are introduced as one of the wealthiest families in the realm, thanks to the seafaring exploits of House Velaryon, known as the Sea Snake. House Velaryon, portrayed by Steve Toussaint, is a central figure in House of the Dragon. His family is closely allied with the Targaryens, supporting Rhaenyra Targaryen's claim to the Iron Throne during the Targaryen Civil War, known as the Dance of the Dragons. This war proves devastating for the Velaryons, as many key members, including Corlys's wife, children, and grandchildren, perish. By the end of the conflict, Corlys outlives nearly all his direct descendants, marking the beginning of the family's decline. House Velaryon's origins trace back to Old Valyria, the same ancient city as the Targaryens. The Velaryons settled in Driftmark, a small island near Dragonstone, before the Targaryens established their seat at Dragonstone. The two families shared a deep bond, often intermarrying and supporting each other. While the Targaryens were known as Dragon Lords, the Velaryons excelled at sea, making them invaluable allies during Aegon the Conqueror's invasion of Westeros. Their expertise in naval warfare and shipbuilding allowed them to transport Aegon's soldiers across Blackwater Bay, securing their role as master of ships throughout the Targaryen dynasty. Despite their significant role in the Targaryen era, House Velaryon does not appear in Game of Thrones. This absence has puzzled many fans, especially given their wealth and influence during House of the Dragon. Corlys Velaryon's famous voyages to Essos brought immense wealth to his family, making them one of the richest houses in Westeros. This wealth facilitated key marriages, such as Corlys marrying Rhaenys Targaryen and their son Laenor marrying Rhaenyra Targaryen, daughter of King Viserys I. Their daughter Laena married Daemon Targaryen, further intertwining the two families. During House of the Dragon, the Velaryons were considered the second family in Westeros due to their close ties with the Targaryens. After the Dance of the Dragons, Rhaenyra's son Aegon III, known as the Broken King, ascended to the throne with Corlys Velaryon serving as one of his regents. By this time, Corlys's wife Rhaenys, their children Laenor and Laena, and their grandchildren by Laena and Rhaenyra had all died. This left only Corlys, his illegitimate but later legitimized descendants Adam and Alan Velaryon, and Laena's daughters Baela and Rhaena Targaryen. However, since Baela and Rhaena were technically Targaryens, it was primarily Corlys and his grandsons who continued the Velaryon line. Corlys Velaryon died just a year after the Dance of the Dragons ended, leaving Alan Oakenfist Velaryon as the Master of Driftmark. It's unclear who succeeded Alan as Lord of the Tides, but the Velaryons' fortunes waned toward the end of his power. The family lost much of their wealth to the Rhaegar Bank, marking the beginning of their decline. Although they continued to hold the position of Master of Ships on the small council of various Targaryen kings, they never regained the same level of wealth and influence they enjoyed during House of the Dragon. During Robert's Rebellion, which closely preceded the events of Game of Thrones, House Velaryon still held the position of Master of Ships under King Aerys II, the Mad King. However, they were critical of the king's son, Prince Rhaegar Targaryen. When Robert Baratheon ascended the Iron Throne, Dragonstone was given to House Baratheon, and the Velaryons swore fealty to the Baratheons of Dragonstone. Despite their reduced status, House Velaryon remained a minor house during the timeline of Game of Thrones. Although no Velaryon characters appear in Game of Thrones, the family is still alive and mentioned in the books. The Master of Driftmark during the events of Game of Thrones is Monford Velaryon, who supports Stannis Baratheon's claim to the Iron Throne. After Monford's death at the Battle of Blackwater Bay, his 6-year-old son Monterus Velaryon succeeds him. Another notable member is Aurane Waters, the bastard of Driftmark, who serves as master of ships under Cersei Lannister before fleeing King's Landing. While House Velaryon was omitted from the Game of Thrones series, their legacy and influence are acknowledged in the books. Their storied past, filled with adventure, wealth, and strategic alliances, underscores their importance in the world of Westeros. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into House Velaryon's history. For more fascinating lore and in-depth analyses of your favorite fictional universes, don't forget to subscribe to Narrative Network. Until next time, keep exploring the stories that shape our imaginations.